If you'd like to hear the full episode or any of the scenario archives, be sure to subscribe and click the link in our bio. Also, like and follow the Scenario Radio Show on all of our social media platforms for more real talk with a playlist. Peace.
All right, we're back here on the Scenario Radio Show. We've got Shani and Kramer from the Swig podcast, our beer enthusiasts, and in this case, our beer experts. So since we got experts in the building with us, we have to go into our segment, everything you've always wanted to know about. And today we're talking beer. And we want to find out what all they know about that. And we're going to start with a question that Dana had because Dana was off air talking about her love for ciders, I think it was.
I love Angry Orchard and all of their flavors. And before you say something, Van, yes, they have more than one flavor, and I love them all. But before I get into my question, I just want to, because I feel like after I say this, y'all going to think I don't know nothing. So I just want to spit a fact real quick. Did you know that there is a brewery association? Okay. And did you also know that there is something called high gravity beers and regular low gravity beers? High gravity beers is beers with the alcohol content, I believe, over 10%. How do I know that? Yeah. Because my recent employer, I ain't gonna say no names, but I had to learn a few things over a few months. So with that being said, y'all can see my knowledge is, above the rest of y'all. But anyway, how do y'all feel about ciders? Like, do y'all look down on it like that's not real beer? That's not. What is that? That's children's juice. What do y'all say about ciders?
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Like ciders.
Thank you, Kramer.
See, it depends on who you ask, right? A lot of craft beer enthusiasts, mine Kramer, don't really care for ciders, but will drink them because they're refreshing. They're good on a hot day. It's almost like water.
To pack in your child's lunchbox.
Not water.
I wouldn't say it's water.
Well, here's the thing. I won't lie. I know nothing about beers, but that really sounded slightly condescending, Dana. I think
it was, and I called it.
I give my children cider
On a hot summer day to cool them off.
I'm calling the authorities
from a juice box.
Yeah. So yeah, I like ciders, but not to the extent I like beer though. Sometimes, like Shani said, they are refreshing and sometimes a good alternative to beer. But if I had to choose 10 times out of 10, it's gonna be beer before cider for me.
Okay.
But
so
where you go to get a cider, I wouldn't suggest Angry Orchard, but that's just me.
What would you suggest then? Because I done had Strongbow, I done had whatever the Woodchuck one is, some random ones that they just make. I've had a blood orange cider. What do you suggest?
I would try here in town, Disc and Cider. They got different flavors and stuff. They got really good product. Tailgate Brewery has a good cider. Those are going to be more true to the kind of cider taste and lightness than the sugar-infused Angry Orchard or Strongbow.
Tailgate cider tastes just like apple juice with like a little twang to it. So it was good, but it was too good. Like I wanted to have it with breakfast, like nice eggs, bacon.
It sounds amazing to me.
I mean, I drink it for breakfast.
Okay, so let me ask you that. So I assume that with different types of beers, there are different beers for different types of situations and occasions. You say that somebody might want to have something for breakfast. Another one may be, I guess, maybe for dinner or dessert. I don't know. How does it work? What works best for certain types of times of day for you?
So
good question.
Stouts for me are like can be dessert beers. I'm about to call them dessert wines. They're sweet. Like I said before, you have like a chocolate cake type stout. So it's really good nightcap and they're filling. So you want to do that when it's not, when you're not eating stuff heavy. There are breakfast sours that breweries are making that they taste more like breakfast, but at the same time you can have them at breakfast.
Wait a minute. So when you say taste like breakfast, what are we talking about here?
Yeah. Like they'll have maple syrup. No, it'll have like maple syrup, kind of flavors that kind of remind you of like pancakes, maybe some cinnamon.
Like strawberry, cinnamon, something like that.
Can I ask a question real quick, Van?
Yeah, go ahead.
So y'all are describing these flavors that I've never tasted in a beer. Is it like wine where they be like, ooh, I feel a hint of peppermint, and you be like, I don't taste no peppermint. I taste just wine. Is it like that?
No, you'll taste it, and some ones that are done really well, you'll taste whatever the cinnamon, the apple, if whatever the flavors they are, that's what you're going to taste the notes of. So when you drink it, you're like, oh, I taste the cinnamon, the apple in the body, rather than, like you say, with wine, you're just like, this is just sour grapes. I don't taste the difference in flavors at all.
So it doesn't take necessarily a really refined palate when you get a lot of different
Correct.
brews to taste what's going on with them?
No.
Yeah. So it depends. Like if you're having like an IPA, which is heavy on the hops, they'll the hops to give a different flavor profile, and that might allow you to kind of get that essence of something. But a lot of the beers that they're making now actually have purees in them. So if when they say strawberry shortcake, this thing is going to taste like a strawberry shortcake. I mean, a strawberry shortcake beer, but it has that true essence of a strawberry shortcake.
I just got excited.
Okay.
I must have been drinking the wrong beers. I guess Still Reserve ain't the right. Ain't the right.
Like I said, hang out with us. We'll put you on the right path.
And like a good segue into beers are the sours. So the sours give you a lot of different flavors. They have, it's a little bit of a puckering when you first drink them, but they're making sweeter sours now, and there's a variety. So it's an easy intro into beer, especially coming off of, maybe fruity drinks or cider or something along those lines.
I don't like the way she said cider. I just feel so.
No, I was just thinking. It was just so. I was like, cider. So,
You're taking it so personal.
I
That
am.
She said remedial drinks, such as the ones that you...
such as fruity drinks and ciders.
Those things.
Now, you drink
Basic.
3 of them, you be right now. Don't do the ciders like that.
No.
So
you mentioned the high gravity beers, the 10% ones. You have one of those, you will be feeling it too.
Yeah, you'll be good.
And that's when you need a liquor license. How do I know that? Can't tell you.
Oh my goodness.
so that when
She was ready for that.
KB, you had originally...
I had a question. Yeah. What would you recommend intro beer drinker? Not necessarily the ciders, if I don't want to start with the ciders or the pales. What would you recommend as a starter type of beer to kind of get into the different flavors of the hops?
You want to go ahead, Shani?
So I would definitely say those sours. So I would suggest going to a brewery and getting a flight.
Okay.
And when you read the board, so a flight are like 4-ounce pours, and you get about 4 to 6 of them. And when you read the board, whatever sounds interesting to you, try it. My first experience at breweries were nothing but flights. And that way I can say, oh, okay, I don't really care for this one. Oh, I really like this one. And then I'll go to the next brewery and taste the same thing, taste similar things. So.
Okay, so
Yeah.
get a round of different types of beers and just try those and then see what sits well with me.
Yeah, definitely a flight's the way to go. I would say start like a Belgian white or something like that, light on the flavor and easy to drink. That's how I got into it. But a flight is definitely something. That's what I do every time I go to a brewery, whether I'm a familiar face or a new face in the place and things like that.
Belgian whites are like your, what are those beers, Kramer?
Like Shock Top,
Blue Moons, yeah.
Blue Moon. There you go.
Ah, okay.
Well, I will say this, you guys got a lot of terminology here that I'm still familiarizing myself with. The only thing that I heard that really caught my ear was chocolate cake and strawberry shortcake. I'll see what I can work out from there. Before we get ready to let you guys go, we want to make sure that people know where they can find the Swig podcast. Tell them about that.
Yes, on all social media, it'll be the Swig Podcast on Instagram and Facebook right now. You can find us on your favorite podcast platform from iTunes to Stitcher.
Spotify.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all make sure to check out the Swig podcast. As you see, they know their beer. They talk a little bit of everything else, too. So go ahead, check them out, and enjoy them. We're going to go into my pick right now, which is by Odyssey. Like Really is the name of the song. It's from his 2017 album, The Iceberg. Big fan of Odyssey. He makes grown man rap music, and I think we need a lot more grown man rap music, so I'm all for it.
Yes.
Odyssey right here on the Scenario Radio Show. Y'all stay with us. We will be right back.
This is the Scenario Radio Show. Real talk with a playlist.